Loving how you wind up. For me, tonight is all on me. Mash up the place for me, yeah, yeah. She just wanna highlight. Ooh, that body talk to me. I need a taste, baby. Loving the way you move around me. No more delay. No, you can't wait to shut it down. Won't you show me how you work it?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. It's your boy Q. That's my boy Hendrix over on that side over there. Welcome to MTV Live. It's
Yes,
Saturday
sir.
morning, bro.
Huh?
It's Saturday morning.
Yes, sir.
Saturday morning.
And
The
this
last
is
Saturday
the
in June.
end. Huh?
The last Saturday in June.
Yes, last Saturday in June, and this is the season finale.
Season finale, bro. Season 5 finale. SBF. Y'all, it's been 5 years, y'all. Like for real, season finale, Mash Gas Entertainment. Listen, we will be out of here for about 6 weeks. We'll be back actually on August. I think I saw the date. I think it's the 12th of August. I think it's gonna be the date that we're coming back. I mean, like really make sure that because I looked at it yesterday. I just want
That
to
sounds
really
about right. 11th or 12th, something like that.
something like that. It is it's the 13th of August.
Oh, okay.
8/13. 8/13 is when we'll be back. We'll be off for 6 weeks. Now listen, everybody. Today's show, like I said, we're just gonna do a little season 5 recap and all that good stuff. But before I do that, I want you guys to go ahead and do us a favor and share your comments with us. Share this broadcast with everybody you like and know or want to know and all that good stuff. And let's get into it, bro, because we're not gonna be on long today.
Yeah.
I sure hope Mo get a chance to jump on and catch us because today, even though it's season finale day, we're gonna keep it short and sweet and peppy today.
Yeah. I tell you what though, I like going to different places and introducing the show to people, and they have no idea, and then they watch it, and then it's like, oh man, this is great. So I like that. I like seeing that. So as you've seen, we've had a couple new names been popping up here and there. So it's been a good ride, dude. I can't believe it's been 5 years though.
It's been a
We come a
minute,
long
man.
way.
A long way. Since the After Party Radio, we had a lot of fun. Been virtual for the last 3 years, 2 years, something like that.
2.5 years since March of 2020. We've been virtual. So I mean, it took us a minute to kind of get back up and get things. We were discombobulated because the pandemic kind of shook everybody. But you know what? You got to look at it in a positive light too, because we were able to expand our market. I mean, we had to start all the way over, but we were able to expand our market, and then now we're on multiple different podcast streams and not just iHeartRadio.
Right.
So now we're getting more exposure, and that's one of the good things. And who would have thought it? 5 years ago, if we would have said, hey, in 5 years y'all gonna be in the top 150 of Apple Podcasts, it was like, shut the fuck up.
Somebody was like, y'all should put that up on a something from Apple. And I said, I'll get ready to do that because I don't know how to do that because I think that a couple of people don't believe that.
Oh, it ain't no problem. I mean, if they want to see the proof, I tell you what, for the non-believers out there, how about you go check out our Instagram page and our Facebook business page, Master Gas Entertainment. You can check out our Twitter page at The Gas. But yeah, we'll put that up here in the next couple of days. So it'll proof will be in the pudding. Proof will be in the pudding. But I mean, we ain't one of the ones that gotta lie about no stats, dude. So it is what it is. But there were non-believers and disbelievers that, and then that's their own right,
Right.
everybody sees life through a different filter, but that negativity, we don't need that over here. We don't need that over here.
No, we don't need the negativity. And not only do we not need the negativity, we actually don't give a shit.
That is true too.
We really don't
That's
give a
true too. But all I gotta say is you don't want to believe the stats. Hey, go look them up for yourself.
Yeah.
Go look them up for yourself. So, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm looking forward to some great things, you know, for next season. This season, it's been one of those seasons that it's like I said, it's gonna be we was gonna relax, it was gonna be calm, we was gonna be cool. I said that from from the beginning of season 5, and that's what we did. We kept it calm, we kept it cool. We did a couple of visits. We went to the art show, the Black Art Show last year. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that art festival. Yeah, that dude with that picture of that old woman, dude. That stuck with me. And I'm not, I don't like to go see art and stuff like that. But when you see a painting that just sticks with you, like it's my desktop now on my computer. So
wow, I'm gonna tell you then too. The one of the coolest things about that exhibit is that it should be, and I know it used to be, but it should be so much bigger than that. I was really looking forward to seeing if they were having another one this summer, but I didn't see anything because I think last year was in June or something like that, but I didn't really even see anything. But I've been looking forward, and I don't know if they're doing it again. But if they are, I try to get out there and get some footage. But I had a good time, and the young lady who was making the copper, like right there, the copper jewelry right there in front of you with the different stones, and she was talking about the different energy, and she was talking about there are certain stones for certain things, healing properties and spiritual cleansing and stuff like that. That was awesome. I loved every bit of it, man. It was great.
Yeah. Don't forget about the nurses the nurses convention.
Man, let me tell you, the Black Nurses of Arlington had their very first gala. We were invited over there. We actually had a booth and everything over there. I didn't know that we had a booth over there. And so next year we'll be ready for them. Next year we'll be ready for them.
But
and
but see, this is the thing that I like about stuff like that, when people they reach out to us and then we not ready, and it's okay, because we building together, right? It was their first year, it was our first time there, but just like the International Hair Show, the first time we went to the International Hair Show, we wasn't quite ready. But we got that second go around. We've been ready for that International Hair Show. We were killing that.
Yeah.
And it was a good thing, like the Juneteenth festival, because it was the same people that did the International Hair Show. Then we were kind of already kind of prepped for what we needed to do. And that's the one thing people got to understand. Sometimes you stumble out the blocks, and that's okay. But you learn, and then you reevaluate, and you get yourself back together, and then hey, you make it bigger and better the next time.
That's right, man, and that's right. And then too, see, when we went the gala, even though we had a booth, it wasn't the same kind of setup. See, these businesses that were there, they were, they had, like what the hair show had, different, vendors of different kinds. But see, their reach went another kind of scope. I met doctors, I met attorneys, I met a couple of people there who had businesses that they started through the actual gala. I mean, through the actual association itself. Like I know that they will put together like a midwives thing, where ladies can have a choice if they wanted to have their baby naturally at home, water birthing and a lot of different things like that. What they used to call them, doolies. Is that it?
Yeah.
I think.
I can't. I know what you're talking about. I don't know how to pronounce
that.
Medulla, something like that.
Yeah, or something like that. It was a young lady there talking about that and talking about, how if a woman doesn't want to, put drugs in her body, during childbirth, she doesn't have to do that, because that is one of the most sensitive times in a woman's life during childbirth. She's between life and death, and so, that was kind of cool. It was another business there. It was a yoga business that was there that were actually doing yoga, teaching people yoga, whose jobs did not allow their health insurance or their EAP to allow them to attend yoga meditation. So it was like really, really cool, like to have stuff like that there at the gala. Man, it was real cool. I went with my big sister. She's one of the members there of the association. So she invited me, and I got a chance to meet the creator of the association, the head nurse. I believe she works at was it JPS in Fort Worth, Texas. I think she's one of the head charge nurses there, and she started the whole thing, man. And I think they're up to about 150 nurses now. Well, nurses and doctors, but it's predominantly nurses, nurse practitioners, and then too, it's for nurse assistants, and and LVNs and RNs and whatever kind of nurse you are. They were inviting all of them in because they're all practicing health professionals. And then there was another lady that was there talking about she's creating or trying to get the city of Dallas to create more homes, more assisted living homes that's comparable to health professionals. Stuff like that, our elderly, we need that, especially if families aren't taking care of them. And if they're in an assisted living situation, you're going to need nurses. They're going to actually need the equipment that's going to be built into the apartment. That way, if they need, an EAP, or if they need, something CPR related or something to help them with the Heimlich or whatever it is, to help a person breathe, it should be there. And so not just a kit, but built in the walls, built in where they can reach it, call for help, things like that. Yeah. So it was pretty cool, and so, we would have definitely adjusted really well because it wasn't a lot of loud music, that way we had the mic and stuff like that. We didn't even have to talk loud. We just talked normal, and so that was kind of cool, man. And I enjoyed myself. Can't wait to go back next year.
Yep. Hopefully this time I'll be able to attend.
Yeah, because, and then too, we got the invite kind of last minute though. We got the invite maybe like 2 weeks before, and that's really not enough time to get everything together, especially when you got equipment. You got to kind of figure out how you're going to, get to and fro, and, Mike's got to be ready, and, stuff like that. We like to plan it out. Right. But it's all right.
But that's what I said though. We stumble out the gate, but now we know, and now we can, next go around we can get it right, and we be good.
That's right. If y'all just joining, thank you so much for joining the show on today. Make sure you share this broadcast. It's a season 5 finale, y'all. We're gonna be gone 6 weeks after today. I may pop in with Stupid It's Real. Y'all know how I do it. I'll pop in, see what's up, a couple times, or whatever, to kind of keep the juices flowing. We'll also do some replays of our shows in the next coming weeks, or whatever the case it is. We'll return the second Saturday in August. That's when we're going to return. We know Mo's going to be late like she is now. She even more late today, 15 minutes late. So I guess she's just going to miss the show altogether. But that's all right because we know that's Mo. That's what she do.
Yeah. After 5 years, you ain't used to it.
That changed in 5 years.
Look, this is the only person I know that can show up early and still be late.
How you show up to work every day late and they make you the paraprofessional of the year? I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I mean, Mo is such a character. 5 years worth of character. 5 years worth of character. Oh, you know what? Too. Season 5. Also, y'all, we thank y'all for y'all letters. We've been getting more letters and more letters and more letters, and y'all keep sending them in. Hendrix did a letter on his show. I did one on my show. We was kind of hard on the fellas with those last 2 letters because y'all been on some BS. Like for real, y'all been on some BS, man, bro. Don't be writing in nothing stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, okay,
yeah, that's what I said. Like you could randomly get picked up, and I could read your letter, and you don't want me dissecting your letter. Cause old boy, she's a slime bucket. Like, yeah, what was his name?
What was the dude name? What was the dude name? It wasn't Ed. Ed was the guy I had. What was
Yeah,
the guy's name?
but the wife's name was Heather. He was
Heather.
from Fort Myers, Florida, but he was in Atlanta. This is the hard thing about me. I cannot remember a name for nothing. But I can tell you all the other details about yourself. But remembering your name?
His name was Dave, right? Was it Dave?
I don't know.
One of them. One of them. I had the Ed. I had Ed, and then Ed, he was just, yeah. How you can't have your best friend that you was messing with in high school and your wife. You want to leave your wife, but then all of a sudden, you get with the other girl, and when you get the other girl, your wife over here, you on the phone, and now you don't have a wife nor a girl because the other girl don't want you. So I'm
Sal.
just that is so foul, bro. And then you say, I want to know how to fix my marriage. You foul. Sal. Thank you, Miss Montgomery.
Sal. Thank you. Yes. Like that's
Sal for salamander is what that is. Because he was funky for that though, bro.
Yeah, but I can tell you this, and this is what I tell people all the time. Like you if you are in a relationship, you have to learn how to. If you're in a relationship with somebody that loves you as much as you love them, you learn to put them first, because when it comes to you, they're gonna put you first.
Right.
And then that's what love is. I know people have issues with relationships all the time, and that's part of human interaction. But you got to remember that if you're in it for the long term, like you in it. That's probably why I'm not married now. Like, you got to be in it for the long haul. Shit ain't easy.
Right. And then too, let me tell you, I'm gonna say this. I know people gonna disagree with me, but I don't really give a shit. But I'm gonna say this. One thing about me, I feel like you shouldn't get married by being pressured into it by anybody else. Especially like, for example, like by a preacher. You should be forcing yourself to be married by your grandma, by your mom. Listen, I understand. Now, Mo will say different, but I will understand. Like sometimes, Reggie, you get with somebody, whatever, and y'all have a baby, for example. Okay, you have a baby, but that don't mean y'all need to get married. Okay. Now, there are some people, honestly, in my opinion, there are some people who's not meant to get married, not to you or not to that circumstance at the moment, just because y'all share children. Y'all share children because y'all having sex. Y'all share children because y'all didn't use protection. You share children because you had a drunken night. Whatever the case is, you did the do. But just because you did the do and you like him or you like her, that don't mean that y'all should just run down the aisle and say, okay, I love my baby, unless if that's what you're feeling. Now, if that's not the case, take your time, examine the person still. They say I read some the other day, says even if you're married, after the first 5 years of getting to know that the one person, you move to the next step is you really, really actually start to uncover everything else after the first 5 years. Like things really, really start to come out about the person that you hadn't seen before. Bridget, what they say, we were supposed to be one mind. Was it one mind, one soul, or whatever? You're supposed to be one. But that's the time the individuality starts to kick in, and you start to really get to know the person, because now then y'all not really thinking in sync anymore. Things start to actually fluctuate, and now y'all got to work through the next 5 to 10 years, of that.
And see, that's usually the hardest part about relationships. Like they say, that first 5 years is like the honeymoon phase, and then you get out of that, you really get to working. And this is why, and this is one of the things I agree with Mo wholeheartedly on. Like, you don't ask Oprah Winfrey about relationship advice, right?
Right.
You don't. Now, if it's a business, building an empire, oh yeah, but relationship advice, you don't ask Oprah about, right? Now, you want to talk relationship advice? Look at people like it's like a bad fish, throw it all back. Denise, you're crazy. You want to look at relationship advice? Look at couples like Samuel L. Jackson and his wife,
Right.
Denzel and his wife. You know, they got decades in the books, right? You know, before Dr. Dre got divorced, I would have said, hell, look at Dr. Dre and his wife. But then again, look at Ice-T and Coco. They've been together for decades. They've been together damn near 40 years.
I'm just going to say it. I say it for more. Look at Bill and Dr. Cosby. I mean, you know, if you don't stand by your man, that's an example of how to stand by your man.
Yeah.
I mean, against our odds, right? You know, you get married, it's death do you part. You know, sickness and health, rich or poor. You know, when it's good, when it's bad. You know, when you're being accused of raping people, when you're not being accused of raping people, when you shooting up, when you're not shooting up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever it is y'all got going on, you're supposed to be down for that person till the very end.
Yep.
That's why I say take your time and get married, because you make that promise to that person, it's supposed to last. It's supposed to be throughout. You know, and yeah, I mean, whole lot. Beyonce and Jay-Z.
They ain't been married long enough for me.
They ain't been married long enough, but she damn sure blasted his ass on that Lemonade album. Miss Montgomery says, I look at marriage like parenting. Excuse me. Because all the great marriages I've seen, they love their partners unconditionally the same way I love my child. Okay. I mean, well, okay. I guess I get you saying you have to foster your relationship, because relationships, they grow in levels, grow in stages, and so there could be infancy about it. So maybe so.
Yeah, well, I mean, I see what she's saying,
Yeah.
but okay, I look at it, and you know, probably people get tired of me doing this, but like I look at the relationship like with me and my parents. Like growing up, like y'all think the Q, you've been around my pops a few times. Like damn, you and your dad like cool, y'all like kick it. He different now. He different now because I'm a man. I'm grown. Growing up, that's not the same dude I got.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the same dude I got growing up. Yeah, you can't divorce him. But underneath it, yeah, that's it. Because the dynamic of your relationship is going to change over the years, right? Me and my dad now are really good friends. Like, there's still a respect level there that's underlying everything. But me and my dad can laugh, we can joke. Well, I'm not gonna put that out there because, yeah, never mind. I'll just retract. I'll just pause right there, because there's some things that me, my dad, and my brothers have done that's like, you know, how, like, most people like, you kicking it with your dad like that? Yeah, me and Pops kick it. Like really? Like we were going to tailgating and stuff like that. Yeah, we kick it. We kick it hard. But that's what it is. But what helps foster that relationship now is there's a level of respect and understanding, and when it's time to get things done, it's understood versus him having to say, hey, you need to do this, hey, you need to do that. Because Q, you've seen when we've set up and taken down the tailgates, it's like clockwork. Me and my brother, it's like boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, you turn around, it's like, damn, the whole tailgate go. What happened?
Yep. And speaking of tailgate, now I didn't get a chance to come to any tailgates this year. That is horrible. Not one of them. Not one of them. But football season is right around the corner. Y'all do know football season is right around the corner. And real quick, before I go off on my tangent about that, I'm wearing my Dallas Mavericks shirt because I'm really, really trying to get in contact with Mark Cuban to let him know not to let Bronson go to the Knicks. We don't need that. We need Bronson right here in Dallas. You know, so don't let him go to the Knicks. I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, tailgate. Super football season is coming. I guess the Dallas Cowboys. I guess they're gonna be ready, Reggie. I guess they are.
No,
And
I'm gonna tell you this.
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you this: the Cowboys have the easiest schedule in the NFL. Last season, they had the second easiest schedule. They will have a winning season. I do not knock that. They will have a winning season, but as always in the playoffs, they're gonna get exposed.
In the playoffs,
they're going to the playoffs. I have no doubt about that because the NFC South is trash. You know, the NFC East that the Cowboys are in, trash. There's only two teams in the NFC South. You got Tampa Bay, New Orleans. That's it. In the NFC East with the Cowboys, you got the Cowboys and maybe the Giants, but all of them gonna be horrible.
Yeah, my doctor keep on college football is probably more entertaining. College ball is more entertaining because for me, let me say this, for me, you got a lot more to look at. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot more to experience. You know, you see Reggie sipping out his A&M cup. You know what I'm saying? If you've never been to an A&M game, you missing out. If you've never been to an A&M, I've been to two of them. If you've never been to an A&M game, you're missing out. If you've never been to a UT game, you're missing out. If you've never been to a Prairie View game, you're missing out. Any kind of if it's black football, black college ball, or if it's college ball for the collegiate schools like A&M, I call it collegiate school because Reggie, you know, scored high enough to get in. You I had to go to the black school.
Well,
it's a lot more to look at and enjoy. You know,
well, Q, and that's probably the wrong way to present that. If we just gonna be honest, we're gonna be honest. Who is Nika Nicole?
That's Nakia Nickel.
Nakia Nickel.
She's one of our friends on the show, and while she's watching, if you guys just coming on, we are in our season 5 finale. You know, and so Nikita, it's not that we hadn't been in contact with you. We just been getting ready to wrap up this season because we're gonna have you guys come on. You know, I believe she has a podcast in the city, and we're gonna be hooking up with podcasts in season 6 because it's been like 8 of them that's been trying to do things with us. You know, and so we're gonna hook up, you know, next season so we can, you know, get in the city and share what's going on and maybe have one big ass podcast thing one day. You know, and talk about some issues and things like that on our respective shows. Yeah. And I didn't know that, you know, some of the groups that I got us in, and then some of the groups that picked us, because a lot of the groups that we're in, they asked us to join, you know, and people have been really, really watching on YouTube, especially. Like I go back and look at YouTube numbers, they're like going up, and I'm like, well, what's going on? That's because, you know, when people get ready to go and look at your stuff after you post it for a while, then they're associated with your group name, like, oh, that's the same thing, you know. Right. And so, yeah, we're gonna get with y'all. We're gonna get with you. We thank you so much. We can't wait.
I tell people, look for the logo. You trying to find us? Look for that logo right there.
Look for the logo.
You see those logo? But one of the things I was gonna say about, you know, getting back to the college thing, there's a reason that I did not go to HBCU. Then I love my HBCU. I really, honestly, and truly do. But the reason I couldn't go to Prairie View, the reason I couldn't go to Southern, the reason I couldn't go to Grambling, the reason I couldn't go to TSU, too much family history. Too much family history. That's why I didn't go. I could have gone to Prairie View, but I would have been Lil Nick at Prairie View. When your aunt is doing financial aid, your uncle owns the only automotive repair shop in the city for like 20 miles. Your cousin is already there. You got another cousin the same age as you coming in. You got cousins, aunts, and uncles that have come through Prairie View. No. Grambling, same way. Southern, same way. No, I wasn't going to those schools. I mean, I went and visited them, but for me, nah.
Nikita said, y'all had great conversation all season. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you. Yeah, and her show, now that I know how to pronounce her name, yeah, her show, yeah. If you haven't seen it, and I'm horrible with names, so I can't remember the name of her show, but y'all need to go check her show out. It's
Drop it in the comments, Nikia. Drop it in the comments for us.
Drop your show in the comments so we can make sure we get that shared, because you be on one sometime.
Ms. Montgomery said, God saved you. Reggie would have been all kinds of trouble at an HBCU. Ms. Montgomery, you don't know who you talking to. He was trouble at A&M. I don't. I mean, you can't turn people. I mean, first of all, y'all have to understand. You got to understand that even though we was at Kimball, we was kind of like we were diversified in a sense at the K. We had white people there, we had Hispanics, there's blacks, few Asians. So we seen a little mixing and mingling. We may have mixed and mingled just a little bit. Miss Montgomery, one of your cousins mixed and mingled. I mean, so we knew a little bit about it. I mean, but think about it like this too, Miss Montgomery. Like for example, at PV, we were right down the road, literally, from A&M and Stephen F. Austin. I mean,
and U of H.
And U of H. You get down there and you go and you just have fun because you have those schools to pick from. Right down the road from Southern University. How many times we done drove to Southern from out there? How many times you could drive on down the road to Clark, Atlanta? I mean, all kind of stuff we used to do.
Here's the funny part, Q. Remember my cousin Nita? You didn't even know she was my cousin for the longest.
No.
So here's the thing. It was freshman year at PV. I had 3 cousins at PV. Throw me in the mix with 3 of my cousins. That ain't gonna work.
Nope.
Why do you think me and Nita didn't hang? Everybody didn't know we were cousins. That's why we didn't hang out. Because if I hung out with her, I would have got in too much trouble. I already know it.
Nikita show is called The Fix in the Mix radio show. The Fix in the Mix radio show. You guys check her out. I believe she's on YouTube. And Nikita, only because I'm feeling really nice today. Drop us where we can find you. I'll give you a free plug today. Drop us where we can find you. The Fix in the Mix radio show, y'all. The Fix in the Mix. I've seen it, and it is really good.
She said she almost went to Gremlins, but I didn't fit in. 2 country. Oh, goodness.
Miss Montgomery says it was like a 30-minute drive from Sam Houston to A&M and 40 minutes to PV. For real.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, just like that.
Yeah, see, at A&M to get to PV from on campus to getting to the yard on PV, it was a 45-minute drive. What I didn't like was we had to leave early if we were coming down for a party, because if we left to show up about 11 o'clock, the party was already shut down by the time we got there. We did that too many times.
Yeah, Miss Montgomery, you're right. You hit the road from Huntsville after class, being A&M and PV in no time. Access way too easy.
Yep.
And then check this out, Miss Montgomery. You go and party at A&M like me. You go and party at A&M, get stuck in somebody's room, got class in 2 hours. Y'all get up, wash your face and stuff, hustle a ride back to school from people you don't even know that's going back to class on your campus. And all y'all just get back to school together. You going in class half drunk, clothes wrinkled, but you sitting in class. As you did a quick road trip.
But you know what, Q? I'm gonna tell you, y'all probably didn't know. Like SBSLC weekend at A&M, every black person at A&M looked forward to that weekend every year, because that was like one of the best weekends at A&M campus. It was a good way to start off the spring semester because you seeing all these black people that you really don't see all the time. And it's like, oh my God, my people are here. My people are here. And it was always a beautiful thing, man. It was beautiful. I used to love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's the thing, and next year, hopefully, Madison Gas can get out to one of these homecomings. I hadn't been to a PV homecoming in so long.
And I think I'd have been to more PV homecomings than you.
Yeah, you've been to more than me.
And I didn't even go to PV, but my parents went to PV. So for me, if we're gonna do a show down there, the only thing we got to figure out is the broadcasting signal because it be so much going on.
San Angelo.
So where did you go, Nakia? We want to know where you went to school.
Well, we know where Montgomery went.
Yeah.
Montgomery was at SFA, and going back as far as the Prairie View, I shall not call the names, the reason why, but back and forth to PV, and the rest is history. Y'all definitely need to do a Pee Wee game and at a HBCU.
Well, actually, Prairie View and A&M are supposed to be playing again. That would be a good one to go to because we always do the big kick it. We try to find a game. So if PV and A&M playing, that will definitely be a big kick it weekend. And that's we'll try to do something. But again, that y'all have no idea what a football game is like at A&M. There's a reason Texas A&M does not have a homecoming. What most HBCUs, what y'all campus looks like for homecoming, that's A&M's campus every single weekend during football season. Every weekend. Every home game is like that. There's no hotel rooms. You got to book like 5 to 6 months in advance. You got to pay for parking. You got to have your tent set up. Like all of that is done like well in advance, And I remember I had a couple buddies from when we did the big kicking when A&M and PV played the first time. They came and helped me set up, but they went to PV and they were like, dude, we just gonna leave chairs and tables and stuff out here. Like, look, this A&M. Trust me, you leave that stuff right there overnight, ain't nobody gonna touch it. But the thing that they don't know is, number one, ain't nothing going down at A&M like that. Number two, the security cameras at A&M are top notch. So you take something if you want to, you gonna get spotted.
And they gonna find out who you are too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They will trail you from the time you took it all the way back to your vehicle and get your license plate and then hunt you down.
The kid went to American Broadcasting School. That's right here in Dallas. I know that school. That's a pretty cool school to go to as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Montgomery. I stand corrected. She went to Sam Houston State University. And yes, I have a PV baby, but I love my daughter. I didn't say that. I said I wasn't going to call no names as the reason why you were going to Prairie View. I didn't say who you made at Prairie View. I didn't say that. So you're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. Y'all listen, what we're going to do, Rick, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, I was trying to wait till Mo come on, but when we come back, Reggie, let's kind of briefly touch on Roe versus Wade being overturned by the Supreme Court by your black justice and now Clarence Thomas, Judge Clarence Thomas. And we're going to talk about that just for a little bit because I don't want that to really just take over the show. But only because, we getting ready to go out for season, 5 or whatever. I kind of figured, we can go ahead and just touch on it a little bit. So like I said, y'all don't think that shit is important to vote. It's important to vote because Clarence Thomas was appointed by who?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. If you don't know, go and find out and see. But yeah, we're gonna take a real quick break. We're gonna come right back and then we will finish up the show. So hold on to your horses. Be right back.
Loving how you wind up. For me, tonight is all on me. Mash up the place for me, yeah, yeah. She just wanna highlight. Ooh, that body talk to me. I need a taste, baby. Loving the way you move around me. No more delay. No, you can't wait to shut it down. Won't you show me how you work it?
Yo, welcome back, everybody, to the show. My bad. I thought I had us in there. My bad. So, welcome back, y'all. Real quick, do us a favor again. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that good stuff. You know, just go ahead and do that for us. YouTube and Spotify, AnchorFM.com. Type in Mash Gas Entertainment, and you will be definitely tuning in to us on a whole lot of podcasting elements out there. It's a whole lot of them. I looked the other day. I still don't know the name of some of those. But thank y'all so much, because anytime y'all listen to us, you know, y'all give us a little bit of money. So we appreciate that. And if you want to go ahead and subscribe for just 99 cents on Anchor FM, so go ahead and do that.
Here's the funny part. Here's the funny part. We're listed in the top 150 of Apple Podcasts, but only about 30% of our listeners, 40% of our listeners listen to us on Apple Podcasts. Most of our listeners come from Google Podcasts. Wow. That's where most of our listeners come from. That's interesting.
Okay, Miss Montgomery sent me something real quick. She said check online though, but I'm gonna look, Miss Montgomery. We're gonna let's talk about the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe versus Wade. So, Rich, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up the article just for a second, but I'm not going to read the whole entire thing, but I will go ahead and put it up for us so you guys can see it, and we can explain to the best of our ability the actual significance of this. So let me do this real quick. So let me put this up. All right, boom. All right, here it is. According to CNN.com, politics section of CNN, Supreme Court overturns Roe versus Wade from a vote of 5-4. Okay, the opinion is the most consequential Supreme Court decision in decades and would transform the landscape of women's reproductive health in America. Of course, going forward, abortion rights will be determined by states unless Congress acts. Already, nearly half of the states will have or will pass laws that ban abortion, while others have enacted stricter measures regulating the procedure. Real quick, I'm going to skip down just for a second. The vote was 5-4 in favor of overturning Roe. In a joint dissenting opinion, Justices Stephen Breyer, Sonia Sotomayor, and Elena Kagan heavily criticized the majority, closing with sorrow for this court, for many millions of American women who have today lost the fundamental constitutional protection we dissent. So, all right. So, y'all, where he at? Okay. Well, Nancy's about to say something about it, of course. But there Clarence is right there. Justice Clarence Thomas. I'm going to click on his picture so y'all can see him. This is who broke the tie. It was 4-4. But this is who broke the tie. All right, Reggie.
I wouldn't focus on that. I wouldn't focus on it. This is why. The last 3 Supreme Court justices that were appointed under Trump, 3, under oath, each one of them said that Roe versus Wade set precedent in the U.S. and that they would not overturn Roe versus Wade. That by itself is called perjury, which is grounds for dismissal from the Supreme Court because they lied under oath. So if you want to talk about Clarence Thomas, he's been there for a while. We know he's snorting cocaine off of hookers and shit like that, allegedly. But and his wife was involved with the January 6th, attempted coup, allegedly. But the last 3 Supreme Court justices. So if you want to put blame on somewhere, you want to allow blame, Number one, Mitch McConnell, because he withheld Obama from putting in a Supreme Court justice. And then he said that if it was the final year of a president's term, he wouldn't allow it. So then as soon as Trump gets in, they appoint an attorney. They appoint another one. And then the last year of Trump's presidency, they throw in another one. So you want to talk about voting and where it matters? This is where it matters. But then it also matters in your local elections, because these senators and Congress people, they are the ones that you elect in your region and in your area. So voting for them matters. It matters because not only in the Senate, but in the House of Representatives as well. So you need to go out and vote. Clarence Thomas easily, yeah, he wrote his vote may have been the tiebreaker. However, those last three justices you could file perjury charges because they're on record saying Roe versus Wade is precedent and it should not be overturned. They're on record under oath stating this. To me, that's the end all be all. Kick them three out, put another three in, and let's do this shit again. Because all their opinions should be null and void.
I just don't, I don't get why we got men telling women what to do with their bodies, man. Now, I understand, see, they got to make their minds up. People got to make your mind up. Either you women say y'all want a man to lead you, right? But then you don't want them telling you what to do. Okay, that's the dynamic that we have in my face right now. I know that's relational or whatever, but men have been making laws for women's bodies for I don't know how long, and it took something like Roe versus Wade for women to actually stand up to get Congress to act. And now our country's been set back 50 years, literally 50 years, and now of course Texas and Louisiana, two of the strictest abortion law states that have already enacted. Right now, Texas is not doing any more abortions. They, as soon as the decision was made, they had to close shop because Texas is on a fast track to eliminating abortion in this state. That kind of stuff. It bothers me because Reggie, you know what's gonna happen. The foster system is going to be over fucking crowded, and nobody in the state is going to be selfish and stingy and not give anybody any kind of money to take care of all these damn kids. And let's be honest, people are multiplying on a daily basis. Okay, let's not even talk about just having sex. What about if a person is raped, molested? All of these things that come into, or a woman just says, hey, you know what? I don't want to have a baby right now. I'm not mentally ready for a child. I don't want to do that. I don't get why it's not that person's choice anymore to say what she would like to do with her reproductive system.
It's two things, Q, that you have to look at. And people ain't gonna like me for saying it, but you can look it up and you can see that it's fact. Number one, white men made this law. Why? Who gets more abortions than anybody? It's not Black and Hispanic or Asians. White women get more abortions than anybody. White men made this law because they're scared that they are going under and they're not going to be relevant anymore. What you're seeing play out is a last grasp for power from the white male, point blank, period. And I'm not talking about all white men, so don't get that. I'm talking about the good old boys, and everybody in the South know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The good old boy system is coming to an end, so they're doing all these power grabs. Why do you think the NRA holds so much power? The NRA is a few hundred people, but I guarantee you this: let a load of Black people join the NRA. Shit a shame. But Black people won't join the NRA because they don't want the bullshit and the racism.
Mm-hmm.
So there's Black gun ownership clubs that are actually for gun control. They're actually for stricter background checks. No, you get a background check. You want to buy a firearm to go have a little fun or home defense. There's nothing wrong with that, but do it the right way.
Right.
Do it the right way. Number two, the other thing that you have to look at is if the roles were reversed, men would go ape shit crazy. And for me, it takes two to tango because a woman can't get pregnant without a man's sperm. So if you want to go to the root cause, look here. If you convicted of child molestation, you get neutered. You convicted of rape, you get neutered. You convicted of any kind of felony, any violent felony, you get neutered. Let's put those laws in place and let's see how quick shit change.
You know that there was a lady that went before the Texas Senate 2 years ago and said that men that have over a certain amount of children need a vasectomy. That is only fair if a woman is told that she cannot have an abortion. Then why can a man continue to procreate many children and not be told that he needs to basically stop his plug up?
Right. And for me, that's a fair trade-off. That is a fair trade-off. And this is coming from a man.
Yeah.
That's a fair trade-off. But I guarantee you that any of the people, if you look at pro-life people, right? You look at the pro-life rallies. How many of them are actually women? Have you ever noticed that? Go look at a pro-life rally. Go look at footage of pro-life rallies and see how many of them are actually women. I'm just going to put that out there.
And let me say this too. This is not a victory for quote unquote Christian people. No. This is not a victory for, listen, this, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you feel or whatever. You know, we all know what this is really about, like Reggie said. This is about saving a particular race. We already know what that's about, you know, and I'm just gonna do it like that because, you know, that's all I'm gonna do. And we know what they are attempting to do. But my thing is that everybody is mixing and mingling now. So you really don't even know who you are until you go somewhere like Ancestry or something to find out who you are. Miss Montgomery has an interesting point. She said, you know, I'm trying to figure out what is about my minority unborn child that the Senate, the governor, or legislator is worried about. Because none of them helped me buy pamphlets for school uniforms, dorm supplies, and etc. Well, Ms. Montgomery, it's simple. It's simple. People don't vote. That's why. If you don't go and vote and people put the wrong folk in office, like them people that's at the house, they be like, man, I ain't going to vote. You know, I don't feel like all that, man. That mess don't matter. Then now Roe versus Wade has been overturned in June of 2022. We did not forecast that in 2012. You see what I'm saying? 10 years have gone down the line and Roe versus Wade is gone. And now it is up to the citizens of each state to say we want abortion in our
state. And honestly, it doesn't stop abortions. It just stops unsafe abortions. That's all it does. But here's the other thing that you got to look at it. When you look at it, there are doctors that are willing to risk their license to help women have abortion. Yeah. So that's something that people not thinking about. If you got people that are risking their medical profession to help women have abortions, that should tell you something. You're not a fucking doctor. But these same people, when it was required to, you got to wear a mask. You need to go get a vaccine. It was my body, my choice. Right. But now when it comes to abortion, no, that's different. These are the people you got to watch. These sometimey people that can't stick to things in a certain way because, it's all about convenience for them. Mm-hmm. But again, we know who we talking about, but that's all good.
I'm trying to find what a beauty shop owner that acted a damn fool with Judge, what's his name? That was when we first had the mask law, the mask rule instated. And the businesses were closed down. What's her name when she was going up against the county judge? What's his
Yeah.
name, Demetria? With the
His
county
name is
judge.
Clay Jenkins.
Clay, yeah,
Yeah.
Judge Clay. You know, I like Clay. You know, he's funny. You know, he be letting them have it. He don't care about none of them. You
And
know,
here's the funny part about Clay Jenkins. He's actually a Republican,
he's a Republican.
but he got some common sense too.
And his Republican counterparts, especially Hot Wheels in Austin, was just hammering him. Didn't even care. Just hammering him. I said, you know, if Texas changed one more some BS, I'm about to leave. I'm gonna find me a blue state to live in. I'm so serious. Ms. Montgomery says Stacey Abrams, said this decision is scary because she said that this may start a snowball effect of overturning laws like Jim Crow. Listen, you overturn Jim Crow if you want to.
Look here. I'm gonna tell you right now. We are not our ancestors.
Nope.
All right? We are not our ancestors. Don't let the degrees and all the accolades fool you. Because trust and believe, Keystone Polk will come out real quick.
Mm-hmm. And in actuality, if you think about it, Black people wouldn't be fighting, you know, by themselves. Because now we have mixed and mingled. It'll be a whole multicultural set of functions that you have to deal with, set of issues.
Yeah. Here's the other part. You thinking this? Clarence Thomas said it himself. He talking about gay rights, gay marriage needs to be re-looked at. So for all, you know, our LGBTQ community, hey, again, we support y'all. Y'all really think that y'all ain't gonna get impacted by this?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really think that? This is just their first go around.
They coming for everything, y'all. They coming for everything. And it's sad because we are in, quote unquote, we're supposed to be in a progressive America. And we have regressed for the last 30 years. Ms. Montgomery said Clay is a Democrat. Oh, that's it.
He's a Republican.
Sis said he's a Democrat.
Oh, my bad.
Clay Jenkins is a Democrat, everybody. Sorry about that. He's a Democrat.
Yeah, my bad. I thought he was a Republican. My bad.
Keystone Polk. Let me tell you, Highland Hills for me. Coming right on out.
That's it right around town.
Reggie, we got to go.
Yeah.
We got to go. Listen, everybody. This has been a great and a wonderful season for Mash Gas. You know, we've been on the chill. We need to know what's going on with the pandemic. Kind of things are kind of starting to kind of look whatever it's looking like. You know, so we'll be able to get more into the community starting in season 6 when it starts to kind of cool down. You know, because the fall is upon us, even though it don't feel like it. You know, but it's been a great season 5. Man, I will be 6 years old, effective August 17th. We'll be in this thing 6 years. So, Reggie, what's your final thoughts for the season? I'm gonna give a couple, and then we're gonna be out and we're gonna see y'all August the 12th. What you got?
Your journey is your journey. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Because your path was not meant for them. It was meant for you and you alone.
Absolutely. Your journey belongs to you. And listen, everybody, we're going to be doing some replays of the show, so make sure you try to catch the replays that we do. We'll throw them out there every so often so you guys can actually see what's going on. Again, we'll pop in. After Dark will be back next season. I got a surprise for y'all. Oh God, I'm told you I'll bring somebody out of retirement. Actually, I was trying to get her on today, but she kind of changed her mind at the last minute because she's still trying to work through some things. But it's okay. She's gonna be on though season 6, and I'm gonna bring her on After Dark. So After Dark will return in season 6. I can't wait for it. Listen, y'all, it's been great. If I had to give y'all any advice, any your encouragement for the next 6 weeks until you see us again in this manner right here, I say this: make sure that you continue to grow your principles. You know, some people don't think that your principle. You have principles that's your principle. You know, and that's what I'm sticking to. That's a wonderful thing. But as we grow in life, you know, your principles should grow with you and they should change with you. You know, just because you decide to change your mind about a certain thing doesn't mean that you still don't believe in that certain principles that apply to you changing your mind. It's okay for you to grow your principles, and it's okay for you to stick to your principles. Listen, y'all, it's been a great. We want you to enjoy y'all summer because we're going to enjoy our summer because I think Reggie, he's about to make another international trip. I'm gonna make a couple trips. They're not gonna be international. We'll try to hit that next year. But it's been fun. It's been great. Happy season finale to Mo Swag, our co-hostess. Don't know where she is. She might be somewhere in the layaway department over there at the Marshalls.
Or in somebody's casino.
Huh?
Or she in somebody's casino.
Oh, she might be asleep.
That
might
too.
be asleep. You know, so that's just Mo. You know, we just love her anyway. Happy anniversary to us in advance because we'll come back actually right before we turn 6. But I can't wait, man, and I can't wait for us to get back into the sea so we can get back to some of you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. It's been fantastic. It's been wonderful. We'll see y'all on the flip side. I'm looking for our video. Have a good day. It's 103. 103 is the temperature today in Dallas. Be careful. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace.
Peace.
Loving how you wind up for me. Tonight is all on me. Mash up the place for me. Yeah, yeah. She just wanna highlight. Ooh, that body talk to me. I need a taste, baby. Loving the way you move around me. No more delay. No, you can't wait to shut it down. Won't you show me how you work it?